cantaloupes, and there's the reason that a man and another man can't elope.
What is going on, you guys? Welcome to the end of the video. We did more doings than talking because realistically I was trying to button up this turbo kit to get it all ready for when the Integra pulls up to the driveway. We started off by cutting the 4-bolt flange off the turbo, and then we stepped it down to a 2.5 V-band. A couple of reasons why I did it: one, his exhaust system is already 2.5. So we built a 2.5 downpipe to match that. 2, the V-band is much easier to put on and take off versus the 4-bolt because it's just 1 nut versus 4-bolt itself. And if you guys ever really bolted up a 4-bolt downpipe, that one at the very bottom where the bend of the pipe goes, it's really hard to get into it. Most people would slice it just to slip it on, bolt it in, then the other 3. Don't want to deal with that hassle. If you own a GT30, whether it's a Garrett or a Rep, if you guys look at the exhaust propeller, it's really tiny. Right? It literally tapers from the size of the propeller, which is like 2 inch, and then it tapers to a 3. So I lobbed it off where the 3 kind of got down to a 2.5, and then I welded up the V-band right there, which took off about 1 inch of the flange and gave me that extra clearance to ensure when I build the downpipe, it's going to clear the radiator. Based off some of the photos that he sent me from the top side of the engine bay, I'm hoping it'll clear. I'm hoping it'll clear. The turbo kit is pretty much ready to rock and roll, other than a few miscellaneous. Like I mentioned, I need the car here to build the charge pipe, which is not a big deal at all. I mean, I actually enjoy, puzzling up a bunch of charge pipes to make a system that works. So the turbo kit itself is practically ready to go. I just got to give him a call and be like, yo, I need the car here like ASAP. Honestly, I was going to button all this up like off camera, but I figured let's just take you guys along like the off days, because I know some of you guys enjoy that. So I figured to add into this video, I kind of went under the hood or under the car cover of the wagon and kind of addressed the bungs on the freshly painted valve cover, which now actually interferes with my brake line. So I decided to just grab another spare valve cover because I got like 30,000 of them, and I made a new bung location on the new valve cover, and then I shaved off the little port on the side. Let me show you guys. So the old port for the bung, one sat in line with cylinder number 2, so it actually sat here, and then the other one sat here. This is where it's interfering with my brake line and brake master. So now I've moved it over here, right? My turbo sits all the way over here, so that's not going to interfere whatsoever. And the line is going to go in between the master and the valve cover, which I have like 2 inches of space, right? Both of these lines going to go in between here, and I'm going to have to build new lines, obviously, because now it's going to run short, and it's going to go to the catch can, which sits over there. So this one has been bunged and baffled underneath, which I showed you guys a second ago. We are baffled. No oil should spew through unless I have some massive blow-by. And then I also got rid of the old port that used to sit right there, right? So this valve cover, I'm like kind of up in the air about painting it myself, or just send it off to get powder coated. And if I send it off to get powder coated, which means I would have to buy the powder if they don't got it, and then wait for that to show up, and then drop this off, which is a little bit of a drive, and wait a couple of days before that show up. But then again, not really in a rush to bring the wagon anywhere, so I don't know. Painting myself or sending it off to get powder coated. That was all the progress we did in today's video. Obviously, if you guys watched it up to this point, you guys would know. So before I cap out this video though, I do want to kind of unbox that tachometer that you guys probably seen in the Universal Max P and Rod Turbo Kit. A lot of you guys actually questioned about it, and I'm curious myself. So I'm going to dive into it and see what's actually all inside that package. If you guys are OGs, you guys probably remember my first EF sedan here on the channel, and that car had a 5-inch Monster Tac carbon fiber interface, and I've had it in the car since like day one. It was my brother's that came off as CRX, and what we used to do with that tachometer back in the days was, it sounds a little ghetto, man, but we used the shift light as the VTEC controller. Let me explain. So back in the days, we didn't know what OBD1 was. We couldn't find OBD0 ECUs or anybody who messed with turbo edits. We had a chip LS ECU with no rev, right? We used that on whatever VTEC motor. In my case, it was B20 VTEC. And obviously the shift light comes on when you set the RPM to, enable the shift light. Instead of having the power wires go to the shift light to turn on, we had the power wire all the way to the solenoid. So every time it would hit, like say we set it to 5,200 RPM for the shift light to come on, which is where we had our VTECs. When the RPM would get to 5,200 RPMs, it would turn the light on to shift. But instead of it being on the shift light, it's sending power to the VTEC solenoid to engage the VTEC. And I actually made a video of it, how to set up your VTEC on the tachometer back in the channel somewhere. But anyways, I want to dive into this box real quick and show you guys what's all in here, because I think some of you guys were a little curious about all these other little gauges that's in this giant gauge itself. And it's crazy that this thing goes up to 11,000 RPM. It's like a motorcycle tack or something. Cut away from yourself, guys, not towards yourself, because we want to be safe here, right? Okay, we have the shift light. Man, this thing looks very similar to the Tachometer one, based off like all the grooves and everything. It does have a little disconnect plug right there. That's pretty cool, pretty cool. I'm very curious to see if they have like sensors and stuff for all the other gauges to work, which is oil pressure, water temp, and oil temp. There better be like 3 sensors in here. Oh, there is. Okay, bye-bye. So right here we do have 2 temp sensors. This is probably for water temp, oil temp, they're about the same. And this one right here is for the oil pressure sensor. This either screws into the factory oil pressure slot or off a T, wherever it has oil pressure. This is where this goes. And then these 2 guys, obviously one is going to go to like, you know, a bung on the radiator or on the water neck, wherever you decide you want to pull your water temp from. And then the other one is oil temp, which it probably go into the oil pan or oil sandwich adapter. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It comes with little instructions and everything right there. Then I'm pretty sure it comes with, I don't know, it looks like just an instructions. But I'm very curious because there's like all these little buttons and stuff right here. One says tack, one says set, one says recall, clear, mode. I'm not entirely sure what all that is, but very curious. There's a ton of wires coming up on the backside right here, and I don't know. Might install into the next project for shiz and giggles, huh? What do you guys think? You guys think I should just play around with this? It would be funny. It would be cool to see if everything works accordingly. But yeah, anyways, this came with a universal turbo kit. We'll just put it to the side. It's just a bunch of little extra stuff that comes with, and you know, it's really up to you if you want to use it or not. But anyways, guys, we're gonna wrap it up for this video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, and if you guys want to stick around for some Turbo Integra stuff, gotta give them a call. Gotta give them a call, guys. I think we're ready. I think we're ready. If you guys want to see Turbo Integra stuff, be sure to hit the subscribe button. With that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.